All right, guys, we're going to jump right into this video, basically, but I do have to take a second. These wheels are pretty, in my opinion, they're pretty perfect for this car. I know a lot of people were saying that I should have stuck with the silver Durbans, which are the Rovos Durbans, or the Rovos wheels that I had previously on here. It needed to be changed, in my opinion. I had those wheels since 2015 or 16, like that year of Mustang Week before I went, and that's the last time that I changed them. And I did change them to a black chrome version of the Rovos, which are now Mike has on his 5.4 New Edge. And those wheels looked really good as well. Don't get me wrong, it blended in really perfectly with like how the taillights are tinted and all that. But I just kind of wanted something, that popped a little bit. And I think I definitely found it with these Cosmos racing wheels. So people are asking what wheel this is. These are the Cosmos racing wheels. I saw another New Edge on Instagram have them. Well, actually, I saw them on like the website first. And then I saw them on, they had like a link you could click on the Instagram. But we're going to jump right into this video. This video is talking about like investing so much money into a New Edge. And I know there's probably a ton of people that have, like New Edge content and all that good stuff on YouTube. But I feel like this one's honestly pretty different. I've probably had mine the longest. I can at least hang my hat on that, or I can at least say that. I feel like I have. Other than that, I feel like I've had like the Coyote swap the longest too. I don't know. I've had this one for a while, since 2013, and then I changed it over in 2016 to the first Coyote swap engine, which was a crate motor from Ford that I ordered, and then the second one put in last year. So I've had this car a while, and I have people coming. I'm gonna pause the video and then start recording again, because I don't like to talk in front of people. All right, so this is like take 3. I had to stop. There's people were, so I don't know what it is. Like people come in here, and then I think they see my car or something. I don't know. They think something's wrong, or they just pull in and just check it out. Basically, just like a couple cars did, which was, it's not weird or anything, but I don't want to sit here and film. And I usually people will stare. I'd rather just get the video over, and I'd kind of like just do my own thing without interruption. So getting back into this video, what I was talking about is where I left off, I believe, was the second gen Coyote, or the second time that I put a Coyote in here. And we're getting to where this video is basically, I've had this car so long, and I want to do an S550 build at this point. I kind of feel like I've, buying the wheels and the hood for the car was almost like forcibly trying to get something that, don't get me wrong, I wanted for the car. I wanted to switch it up with these mods and stuff like that. But it's almost feeling like I'm forcing myself to hang on to this car to keep the interest in the car. It's not like that I want to sell the car, but I don't want to invest more and more money. And the simplest answer is to slap a blower on it, get the car painted, and boom, be done. But at the same time, there's always something that breaks on this car, and I get it. It's, it's a Coyote swapped car. The most factory thing about this car at this point is since I've switched out the interior, but it's even that. It's just been annoying because I bought the left side sun visor, got sent it, or they shipped it, so it was sent in the mail, and I bought it off eBay, and it's a lot kind of dingier looking. There's like cigarette burn marks on it, and that's not what was in the picture. So I got to ship that back. I should have just bought the one from Blue Oval, but they come in the left and the right, and I already have 2 rights at this point. So I guess I'll have a third one. I'm going to end up doing that, but it's just like kind of trying to chase down parts and stuff for an older car at this point, and, keep myself interested and occupied with this car is the annoying thing. Like I thought, even though these are gray, getting these painted silver or finding some silver ones and slapping them on there would make the car look better, because it, wouldn't look silver and gray and then the primer white from the hood. And everybody's like, oh, just get it all painted all at once. And I'm like, yeah, I want to do that, but then I gotta either find a rear Cobra bumper or get it fixed. I don't know how much money that is. So it's just like, how much money do I want to drop into this thing? But when I look at this thing, it looks really, really damn good. There's so much potential here to make it look good, and it already does look good, and it's cool. It's a Coyote swapped Mustang, But an S550 would just be so much practical, or much more practical and so much better in my opinion. I could take everything out of this car, you know, strip this car back to like pull the 99 bumper off, take the Brom seats out, you know, take the trunk lid off, which is a Cobra trunk lid. So, and then put like GT stuff back on it is what the car originally came as, and sell it as a roller and take everything and put it over to a, you know, a cleaner bodied New Edge or something like that. Because when I was talking about the sail panels, Mike went in here and, you know, he said like he fixed everything, but I think it's the windows. It's what he thinks as well. When the windows are up, water still gets through, and it pours on this side. Not like rain and stuff like that, but if you wash the car with a hose or power washer, like the car wash or something like that, the car leaks, and it's just the small shit that bothers me. And I know people are going to be like, well, we just, you know, just put the money into it, get over it. But like the driver's side window has to be fixed too. It seals, but it could be fixed, you know. And then at that point, you might as well just have the car tinted again, which is the plan. But how much are, you know, a driver's side and a passenger side window? I've already had the gaskets replaced with the factory OPR ones. So, you know, even going with the factory parts, paying the money for it, it seems to like just not completely fix itself. There always seems to be an issue. And that's kind of just where I'm annoyed and tired of. Like, I don't know. Like I said, you look at the car, you're like, damn, that's a clean car for what it is. It's not the cleanest. It's got a lot of, you know, not like body dents and shit, but it's got scratches in the paint. The paint isn't all one shade of silver. It's obviously multiple, because it's been painted at separate times and not fully painted all at once. So, I don't know. The car runs, the car drives. It's got the T56, which is, you know, it's awesome. And I would pull that transmission out. Even if I sold the car with the Coyote engine, I would just have a different transmission put in. But if I think about that, it's like, I got to pay money to find like a T45 or a 3650, make sure it works, you know, have it put in. I honestly don't have the time to do it because I travel so much for work. And it's just like, when it comes down to it, it's just like, there's this solution, there's that solution, but it requires, you know, money to do this or money to do that. And like the simplest answer almost seems like just keep the car and fix it here and there and, you know, save up. But that's when I lose interest in it. I don't know. It's a fun car to drive, but it's not that everyday daily driver anymore. Like, I want to do the Cobra side skirts. Those are like $700-800. Like, I didn't realize how much they went up in value, but it makes sense. You know, the Cobras are an older car at this point. They're harder to find, and the parts for them are, you know, high demand, and not a lot of them. So I see it. It's like a couple years ago, it was like, buy a set for $350, $400. It's like the amber taillights on these cars, or for these cars itself. So that's where I'm at, guys. Don't get me wrong. This car's fast for what it is, an NA car. You know, it's fun. At least this time, when somebody came back around, they drive a car. I'll let that in the video. Concerned car people, you know, look it out for people. And it was at least cool, I guess, as I think it's an IROC Z Camaro. I don't know. I don't know much about that year generation Camaro or anything. Anyways, it's basically just ending this video, guys. Like I said, this video is going to be edited a little weird because I don't remember like where I left off. But to sum it up, I've done everything. Interior swap. I'm going to order that other sun visor, which doesn't really make a big difference, but just going to do it to complete the interior. And there's still stuff I could do to this car, but I don't want to force myself to keep buying stuff to keep myself interested. And like I said, don't get me wrong, I wanted these parts on this car, so it's not like it's money wasted, but it's, you know, money that could have been probably saved and invested in something else, like a different project, an S550, for example. But this is where the car sits, as is now. It's still a fun car, still a clean car for what it is, you know. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. It's basically the investment. Is it worth investing in a New Edge that still has problems being an older car, or just an older car in general? The answer is yes and no. And the reason no is because it's always a bad financial decision, and you're just going to keep throwing money at it. That's the obvious answer. But the obvious answer for yes is how much like sentimental value do you have towards a car? and how far along are you with the project, and what would you get out of it by keeping it and selling it. So that's, you know, something that I guess I have to figure out for myself. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Subscribe for future content as the channel grows, and I will keep pumping out these little stupid, fun, dumb videos. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.